people jump on, that's okay. So, okay. I am so excited that you guys want to get on. I'm so sorry I've moved this a bunch of times, but so this Zoom is going to be about building your business. And trust me, I know that there's ups and downs and everyone's on a different pace and everything like that. That's okay. But I just think it's important to, if you really you're ready to move this year and you're ready to go, I just wanted to get us all together. Hi, Susan. Good morning. 16 pounds, baby. 16 pounds. Sorry, I just had to say that. Did you guys know Susan lost 16 pounds on her first round of 21 Day Fix? It's like crazy. Okay. So if everybody would do me a favor, just mute just for right now, and then I'm going to get through this. And if you have a question in the middle, just flag me or something, and then you can unmute, but just so it's not background noise. So Susan, it's bottom left corner of your screen. I had to do the same thing at first. No problem. No problem.
Okay, got it.
You're getting good though. You're getting good. Okay. All right. So here you go, you guys. Okay. So there's just some items, some kind of action items and things. So I hope you have something to take notes with. If you need to type on your phone or whatever, or grab a sheet of paper. So I'm just going to get going. So the first thing, if you're building this as a business, you've got to know where you want to go. So just in fitness, we encourage people to set goals and manageable goals, right? So not okay, I want to lose 100 pounds in 2 months. They have to be kind of bite-sized goals, which is just great. So I want you to think in terms of 90 days. Where do you want to be in 90 days with your business? So if you're just new and you're just getting started, that might just be getting your Shakeology paid for, which you need 3 people to start using Shakeology and Home Direct. That will give you the commission to cover your own product. That's a great first goal. And really, all that comes from is just you sharing about your experience with it. So if you're finding that it's helping with your cravings, or it's giving you more energy, or it's helping your digestion, whatever, if you're just sharing that with people, they're going to want to know. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on how to share that, but what I just want to talk about is in the next 90 days, where do you want to go? Is it you want to be Emerald, which honestly can be done within a week. It's honestly, Emerald is a decision. You just have to, you have to have 2 people who want to join your team. And that's really it's a mindset. And I held off, for 3 years, I was not Emerald. So I get it if you're not there. I totally get it. But I'm just telling you, once I put my mindset, I was I'm doing it. I finally believed it. So anyway, set your goal. Write it down, set your goal. Remind yourself, if you need help with what kind of goals to set for the next 90 days, talk to me after this, send me a message. I can help you figure that out. Like I said, I know some people are newer or just getting started. Maybe you've been a coach for a while, but you haven't done much. That's okay. We can still figure this all out. It's never too late. Number 2, if you don't understand something, look it up. Either talk to the group, look it up. There's FAQs in the Coach Online office. There's tons of resources at our fingertips. And it's not that you can't come to me or ask the group, but I think we're owners of our own businesses. So we have to think like owners. We have to think okay, if I didn't have somebody telling me what to do all the time, what would I be doing? Because you don't have someone telling you what to do. You're not going to, you're not at a corporate office with your Beachbody business getting told, okay, here's what you do every day. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. We get to do what we want to do with this. So just start taking ownership and find and be resourceful, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Number 3. Oh, this is one that's hitting home for me. Be organized. I'm such a mess, you guys. I'm such a mess, but I'm working on it. I just got this planner this year because it's gold. If you don't know, 2016 is my color is gold. I just decided that on New Year's Eve. You don't have to have a color though. But you don't have to have a planner either. You don't have to have any big oh, well, I bought this fancy planner. That's not what I mean. This Power of Threes document that's posted in our Team TNT files. This is really helping me keep organized. And it's so simple. We'll talk about this more later. But find however you can be organized. I bet Brady, you're really organized as a teacher. Yeah, So maybe you could share tips in our Team TNT page, but tracking people that you're talking to about the coaching opportunity and about challenge groups is just, it's going to make your life so much easier. Julie, I think we were messaging about this, like going through like a million Facebook messages, like who was interested in a 21-day fix challenge pack? And you're going through like years of messages to find out. It's like, oh, Wendy, come on. Color coding is your friend. I need help with that. So anyway, find a system that works for you. And good morning, Tracy. Find a system that works for you and stick to it. But tracking challengers, potential challengers, or people that are interested in programs, and people that you talk to about the coaching opportunity. Those two are really awesome. They're really keys to growing your business. So I'm saying this for myself too. I'm working on it. Okay. Now, number 4 is stay connected with the team. The more plugged in you are, the better you're going to do, because you're going to be held accountable. You're going to know what's going on. I talk about, looking things up on your own, but I post a lot of updates in our Team TNT page. I really do try to keep you guys posted. I want to make it easy for you. But staying in touch with our team and bouncing ideas off of each other, that's going to help you so much in building your business. Because if you're going through something, I promise you, somebody on our team has gone through the same thing. We can boost you up. You never have to feel like you're alone, because you're not. You're not alone. That's another beautiful thing about this. Somebody has done it already. You never have to reinvent the wheel. Just stay connected. Okay, success partners. This is a good one. So I didn't have a success partner till last year. Tammy is one of my success partners. And you can have more than one. You can have one. I have another girl that I talk to on a different team. But having a success partner to run challenge groups together is so nice, because it takes some of the load off of your shoulders. And just to bounce ideas off of, and to hold each other accountable and check in with and push each other. You don't necessarily want to have a success partner that's just like, oh, you're not feeling like doing it today? Oh, just take the day off. You want someone, if you're trying to build this, you want someone who's going to say, gosh, I know I felt like that before, but just message 2 people. Just connect with 2 people today. You don't have to be like a drill sergeant with your success partner, but connect with someone. If you need help with that, like, let's post it in the group and match you up with someone. Because again, it's none of this stuff, you don't have to do this stuff alone, okay? So sometimes newer coaches like to be paired together. Maybe you want somebody who's in the same spot as you, just starting out. Maybe you want someone who's had a little bit more of experience. So we can work with whatever. So, but it's such a good idea to do that. So take my advice on that. Okay. Number 6 is be selfish with your time. And I mean that when you're working. So we'll talk about business hours in a minute, but when you're putting your focus on growing this as a business, you've got to remove distractions. You've got to let your family know that you're going downstairs for 1 hour or 30 minutes, whatever you need to, however you need to break it up. And you're going to focus solely on your work. You're not going to scroll the news feed. I know that's like such a time suck. And trust me, I know. I still get sucked into it. On my computer, I downloaded this little extension on Google Chrome that's called Kill the News Feed. So when I log in to my Facebook, there's no news feed. It says, don't waste your time on Facebook. That's like the message it puts up there. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Because I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, I can't. So that really just helps with productivity. Like if you find yourself scrolling the news feed, you got to work on breaking that habit. Just go through the power of 3s. Like the power of 3s, I'm going to talk about it a million times. That's what you do when you sit down for your power hour. Just makes it so simple. Just go to work. And like I said, just let your family know, like, hey, this is something I really want to do, and I'm going to go for it. So I'm just going to go downstairs. So if you could put the kids to bed, like that's what Cody will do when he's home. He'll put the kids to bed for me or whatever, but just make it known and be selfish about it, because this is something that is going to benefit your whole family as you start to grow it. Okay, have business hours. So you really, I stayed away from this for so long because I'm like, well, I have kids and I can't, and I da-da-da-da-da. And sometimes it is hard. So either set business hours. So mine are from 5:30 to 7 in the morning, and then from 8 o'clock to 9:30 at night. If you can't set specific business hours, have a to-do list. where like if you have a pocket of 15 minutes, you can like you have your to-do list, you can bang through it. Because I know sometimes the hours are hard, especially like, you know, when you're working or if you have small kids or, you know, there's things that come up. But I'm going to tell you one of my mottos for this year is to find a way, because I needed that for myself. I would always make excuses of why I couldn't do this or that. And this year I'm like, find a way. I have it written in my notebooks. It's like, you can do whatever you want to do. You just got to find a way. So if it's important to you, find a way. So have focused business hours or have a to-do list. No excuses. Just make it happen. Just find a way and watch what happens. It's amazing what will happen when you actually focus in on that. I promise. Okay, the power of threes. Sorry, I have a little bit of cold. So the power of threes, I just showed you the worksheet. There's a couple of different versions in Team TNT. That is gold. Gold, see? Gold. So on this one, I don't know if you could see it, but it has the activities on the left side. And you may not be able to see it great, but I'm just going to kind of show you the activities. So add, that means to add to your network. So then it has 3 spaces each day. So you're adding 3 new people each day. Connect, that's just connecting with 3 people saying, hey, how are you? How was your New Year's? Or how was your weekend? 3 people each day. Then it has invite. That's talking to people about 21-day fix. Like, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested. And this is to people that you've kind of been talking to or you want to share this with. I don't know if you'd be interested, but the 21-day fix is going off of sale tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you know, would you be interested? It's helped me the most out of any program I've ever done. I just like to share it with people. And then follow up. So those are follow-ups with people that you've talked to already about challenge groups or the coaching opportunity. And you're tracking them so you know who to follow up with. And then present the business opportunity. And that's people you ask the question, have you ever considered being a coach yourself? That's how you ask, okay? We won't spend a lot of time on that right now. I can talk about that later in the group, but that's what presenting the business opportunity means. But the power of threes, I really feel like it's the gold standard for growing your business. It's just so simple. So get on board with it. Okay. Keeping your head down. What I mean by that is not comparing yourself to other coaches. It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. And I say that again, like all this stuff I'm saying is to myself too. I'm not perfect by any stretch, but just keep your head down, run your own race, and do the things you know you need to do, and try to block out, well, this person's 15-star, like I could never do that, or they don't even have kids. They can have all this time. They stay at home and they don't have kids, and I can never keep up with that. Try to really please block that out. Just keep your head down and do the things that you need to do. You guys have heard that saying, comparison is the thief of all joy. Okay. Now, let me see what time it is. Okay. I'm going to run through these non-negotiables. Number 10 is the non-negotiables, and then there's a little list inside this number 10. And I know I'm talking fast, so if you have questions, ask me on the Team TNT page or message me, and I'll be super happy to go through anything that you missed or need more info on, but I'm going to run through these. Okay, the non-negotiables are adding 3 people every day to your network. Okay, there's trainings on this, YouTube, how to add to your network. How to grow your network. Go to YouTube. YouTube is like the best resource, you guys. Just Google it or just go to YouTube and search. Number 2 is personal development. These are the 3 vital behaviors, right? Personal development. It's the easiest to skip, and we're really going to focus on personal development in February because it's the easiest to skip, but it does the most for you and for your business when you are consistent at making yourself better. That can be like strengthening your marriage. That can be strengthening your relationships. It can be time management. It can be confidence boosting, books and podcasts and audiobooks. It's a non-negotiable. And then workouts and Shakeology. Again, 3 vital behaviors. You've got to be working out. You've got to be drinking Shakeology every day. Because if you don't, why would anyone else? Right? And then what are you going to talk about? If you're not doing it yourself, what are you going to talk about? And like, I know that there's things like, Julie, I know you've had some health problems and you haven't been able to drink Shakeology. That's okay. Just be honest about that. Like, oh my gosh, like I miss it. Like I can't drink it right now. Like, just so you guys know, I'm not a fraud. I'm not, it's okay. I understand that. Like, and it happens. It's happened to a lot of people actually that I know There's been some different weird things that people can't, or you can't work out, you're injured, or you're sick. That's okay. Please don't feel like if you can't do that, you have to hide. Be honest about that stuff. Okay? Be active. That means an active coach. To be an active coach, you need 50 PV, that's personal volume points, every 5 weeks or every month, basically. Shakeology is 90 PV. So if you're on Shakeology Home Direct, you're active as a coach. You don't have to worry about it. You either have to have 50 PV yourself, or you have to have an order. Somebody has to be purchasing at least 50 PV from you each month to be active. And again, I can talk more about that offline. Make Success Club 5 a non-negotiable. Success Club 5, that's helping 3 people a month connect with a challenge pack. Just to simplify it. You get 1 point for Shakeology Home Direct. But if somebody's going to do Shakeology Home Direct, you guys, they should just do a challenge pack. Like this month, and I posted about it, you can get 21-day fix or 3-day refresh for free when you try Shakeology. And then you get 2 points versus the 1 point. So you've got to understand these types of things because you're a business owner. And you've got to understand how to give our customers the best value, which a challenge pack is by far the best value. You've got to know it and believe it because it's the truth. And then that helps you build your business. You're earning Success Club points. It has to be a non-negotiable every month. Coaches that hit Success Club 5 every month have a 241% higher paycheck as the months go on than coaches who don't. 241%. Like, that's just enough to know, right? Getting to Emerald also needs to be a non-negotiable. Like I said before, getting to Emerald is a decision. You've just got to decide you're going to be Emerald. It's 2 people. Like if you have people that are drinking Shakeology right now and that love it, they should be a coach. They save money every month. They don't ever have to become a coach if they don't want to, but they should be saving the money. So Success Club 5 and Emerald, that's number 5. Number 6, inviting people to the coaching opportunity. This was so scary for me at first. This was really scary for me at first, so I get it. But I sit here and think, what would my life be like if I hadn't become a coach? If someone didn't say, like, you should do this. Like, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in after having 2 kids. And this isn't for everyone, but I stopped taking antidepressants because I work out every day, and that gives me the endorphins that I need. And I'm not telling anyone to get off medication. It's not that, but this is what it's done for me. I have a deeper purpose outside of being a mom, and being a mom is the highest purpose. Please understand. Like, everyone gives a disclaimer when you say that, but I worked for 10 years. I just needed something more. Like, so anyway, my point is, if I didn't do this, like, I would have a much different life. I think you guys can probably say the same. And even if it's been just a short time, it's like, you've got confidence, you're working out, you feel better. People who are healthy just feel better and you're happier. So share that. It's a responsibility to share it. Adding coaches to your team. So that goes right hand in hand. Make sure your spouse knows what you want. Your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend or your best friend or whoever it is that that you like live with or you spend a lot of time with, like, make sure they know what you want out of this business and what it takes, because it is going to take some time and dedication. It is going to take that. So have a conversation with them and let them know that this is something really important to you and you're going to pursue it. And, just let them know it is going to take some time. So maybe, like, for me, Cody and I, like, after the kids go to bed, like, we'll watch TV for 3 hours. And, like, I love just laying in bed and watching TV or sitting on the couch. But we talked about it at the beginning of this year, and I told him I was going to go for 5-star elite. I want our team to be an elite team this year. And I said, so I'm going to have to work for a couple hours after the kids go to bed. And he was totally on board with it. Now, some people aren't, and I get that. We can talk more about that after. I know sometimes that the spouse maybe doesn't see it. And maybe it's just something that you'll have to work through. Like, our top coach for the last 2 years in a row, Melanie Mitro, her husband was anti-Beachbody. Gave her crap for it. So she would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do her power hour then, because it didn't interfere with anything else that was going on. He couldn't really say anything because it wasn't cutting into any time. Now she's like a multimillionaire. She's been the top coach for 2 years. I think he's okay with it now. but right. But, you know, if it's something that's important to you, find a way so that it's not cutting into the rest of your life. Like, I'm at home with my kids. I don't want to be doing Beachbody stuff constantly all day. I want to be home and present with them during this time. So, and I know some of you guys work full time, so you can't be doing it all the time. Anyway, the point is, talk to your spouse. Okay, so what I want to get to now is 3 action steps for everyone to do. And let's say by Monday, I want to have your feedback back. So number 1 is, if you haven't already, listen to Bonnie Engel's National Wake Up Call. It was 2 Mondays ago. It is amazing. It's very inspiring. If you don't know where to find it, there's a podcast app. It's Team Beachbody podcast app. You just download it on your phone, the app, what is it called? Podcast app. And then it's Team Beachbody, and you can find Bonnie Ingalls from 2 weeks ago. If you need another way to find it on your Coach Online office, when you log in, on the right side, it has like breaking news, and it will be listed. All the National Wake Up Calls, there's a link to find all of them. And so listen to that, and if you need to re-listen to it, go ahead and do that. And then just send me 3 takeaways you got from that. So 3 things that hit you. It'll be easy, I promise, because there's just so many things I was like, oh, that's so great. It's such a great idea. And then I just want to see your goals for the next 3 months. So think about what your goals, even if it's fitness, if it's personal development, if it's financial, if it's a rank advancement, whatever your goals are for the next 3 months, send me those too. And then the last thing I want to do is have you guys, when you're posting on Instagram or on Facebook, use the hashtag TNT Builder. So our team name and then Builder. So for February, use that hashtag when you post. When you post like about the business, or when you post about a workout, use that hashtag. And at the end of the month, I'm going to pick a winner. I'm just going to like do a drawing and pick a winner and send you guys a prize. So when you're doing any of these business building activities, use that hashtag so then I can go find it. It'll be really fun. I think we have a few minutes. I'm sorry. I know I talked so fast. Do you guys have any questions? You can unmute and ask questions, or any clarification you need. It's a lot of info.
What was that app or site to hide the news feed?
So it's on Google Chrome, and I don't know if it's on any of the other internet, whatever they're called. It's called Kill the Newsfeed.
Okay.
So I just Googled Kill the Newsfeed, and then it came up, and it's like an extension it puts on your browser or something. I haven't found a way to do it on your phone. That's where it's the worst. Okay.
Can you put a list up of the personal development books?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that we've talked about a couple of them, but I keep seeing so many different coaches with so many different ones. And so it's like, where do I start?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little tip that I do too. I have, the Notes app on your phone if you have an iPhone, and does everyone have an iPhone? No? Okay. So I don't know. Do you have a Notes type of thing, Julie, on your phone? And do you have some app that you can do notes on your phone with?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will be going back to iPhone shortly.
Okay. So I keep a list, calls, books, podcasts to listen to. And when I see one, like Case, what you're talking about, if I see a coach post about one, I'll just put it in my little notes.
Okay.
And then podcasts, I just will like make a little note. Like the podcasts I love are like Chalene Johnson's, just 2, Build Your Tribe and The Chalene Show. There's one called On Air with Ella that is really a fun, like healthy, and she talks about like a full spectrum of health stuff. It's not just like weight loss and stuff, but it's like healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit. I love that one. Lewis Howes, The School of Greatness is a good one. And I will post all these, but just so I'll give you a few ideas. My personal development, my favorite is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's a life changer. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and I'll list them all in there. And then Push by Chalene Johnson, I love. I also do, so you guys know how I will post like webinars or YouTube videos in Team TNT. Like if I can't watch it right then, I'll grab the link, I'll copy the link, and I'll paste it in my Notes app. for something to listen to later. And how I usually get these calls or whatever listened to. Oh, You Are a Badass. Duh, that's such a good one. That's a book by Jen Sincero. Really awesome. Like confidence, it like just sets you on fire. It's just like you can do anything. That's a really good one. Buy one of those auxiliary cords for your car and plug your phone in, and then you can listen to so Janelle does a team live YouTube webinar thing every Wednesday, Janelle Summers. I never listen to those live. I never listen to the National Wake Up Call live. I plug my phone in when I'm driving Brooklyn to school or I'm in the car, and I listen to that stuff then. It just makes it a lot easier for those types of things like the YouTube videos if I can just go to my notes versus going into YouTube, searching for it. So I just keep that list in my notes so I can just go boom, boom, and then I'm listening to it in the car. Or like when I'm getting ready in the morning. And, oh, you guys are going to think I'm such a weirdo. I just bought this Bluetooth shower speaker from Amazon. It was like $11. I used it this morning. It's like this little circle, and it pairs with your phone. So you have to just use your time, right? I mean, everyone's so busy. It's like you have to maximize it. So this morning I listened to a podcast in the shower. Cody's like, what is this thing? I'm like, you're going to think I'm the biggest weirdo. It's a Bluetooth shower speaker, but it's like genius, and it's like $10. So anyway, find a way, right? Okay, what other questions? Anything else? Was that like overload?
Oh, I have a question.
Good.
What was the app called for the podcast?
It's just called, I think it's just the podcast app, Susan, and I think it comes on your phone already normally. Let me show you.
I just tried to find it, and
It's a little, you can go to the App Store. I don't know. It's probably too hard to see this, but it's a little purple podcasts. So if you just go to the App Store and search podcasts, you'll get it. It's a little purple circle thing.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes, and I will post all that stuff. Okay, 10 minutes we have left. Okay, cool. I'll post it all in the Team TNT. But personal development, like I said, is going to be a big focus for us in February, because I just think when we get strong on the inside, it just enhances your whole life, every aspect of your life, relationships and your business and your valuing yourself, being nice to yourself. It's important. What else? Good. Okay. If there's anything else that I touched on that you need more information on, you need clarification, just message me. Message me or text me. Another app that if you guys, I don't know if it's available not on iPhone, but the Haytel app. Oh, it is, Julie, because you Haytel. Haytel, H-E-Y-T-E-L-L. It's an app for your phone, and it's kind of like a walkie-talkie. That's the best way to get in touch with me. Because it's just quick, and you don't have to type.
So on the Haytel, how do you add people? Like I've tried to add Tammy on there, and I can't get her on my list of people.
It should access your contacts on your phone. Let me look. So there's a little 2, like when you pull up the Haytel app, there's a little 2, and then it has it'll have a name in there, and when you click it, it should bring up your contacts or give you an option at the bottom to hit contacts and then have your contacts in your phone. I can help you more with that later too, Julie.
Okay.
Because there should be a way, unless yours is way different. Okay, anything else? Okay.
Thanks, Mandy.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much. I know it's the weekend. I appreciate you taking the time to be on. I'm so excited about this year. You guys can tell I'm just bouncing off the walls. I'm really, really pumped, and I'm really excited that all of you are here and want to do this. So I'm here to help you however I can. So, okay, go have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.